ज्योति स्टेनो टाइपिंग कॉलेज में आप सभी का स्वागत है बच्चों। ये इंग्लिश 100 WPM डिक्टेशन क्लास है। ये सभी डिपार्टमेंटों के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट डिक्टेशन क्लास है और इसकी स्पीड भी जो है 100 के आसपास ही रखी जाएगी। 100, 103, 104 या 5 तक ही रहेगी। तो एग्जैक्ट जो है स्पीड से लिखना है। जो बच्चे इसको लिख करके टाइप करना चाहते हैं तो ये वेबसाइट का लिंक है jyotistenotipingcollege.com, वहाँ पर जा कर के आप जो है इसको टाइप कर सकते हैं। मंथली सब्सक्रिप्शन ले सकते हैं और जो है उस पर जैसे अभी जैसे टेस्ट आए हुए हैं बहुत सारे, तो उनमें जो है आपकी पूरा हेल्प करेगा सॉफ्टवेयर। 100 WPM डिक्टेशन में पढ़ने जा रहा हूँ। डिक्टेशन स्टार्ट आफ्टर 5 सेकेंड। Sir, I am very grateful to the honorable members who have participated in this debate. It has given us an opportunity to get a good idea of the subject which interests the House. Many valuable suggestions have been made and careful note has been taken of those suggestions. Many points have been raised which merit consideration and perhaps even a reply. But I think we all know the limitation of time and it may not be possible to touch on all these points in my reply. The honorable member who raised the discussion surprisingly is not here. The other members gave a very strong support to the budget and I would like to thank them for that. Many honorable members referred to the gallant manner in which the armed forces are serving the country. One honorable member referred to them as a symbol of India's unity. It is true that the armed forces are doing their duty on distant borders, sometimes in a very inhospitable conditions. They are at their best 24 hours of the day and every day of the year. All of us are secured because they are guarding the borders. They are giving aid to the civil authorities. Also, they are called upon to do so. One honorable member also referred to the fact that they also serve at the time of the natural calamities. Therefore, it is but right that the House should take note of the services being rendered by the brave men of the armed forces and by others who are working in the defense apparatus or defense establishments, production or otherwise. So far as research and development aspect in defense is concerned, it has attracted a lot of notice in the debate. I think it is a very important area in defense and it has been extensively dealt with by my colleague when he spoke. I really do not want to repeat anything that he has said. Somebody pointed out yesterday that a debate on the External Affairs Ministry has already taken place only recently. Well, naturally, there may be overlapping between the external affairs and defense. Many honorable members have referred to the wider issues which really related to the External Affairs Ministry. I can only say that I endorse the views of those who have, in a way, delineated the framework within which the defense policy has to be framed. Since independence, this country has followed the policy of non-alignment. Its policy has also directed to give support to peace at all levels with its neighbors and in all the regions in the world. It has a consistent policy of not occupying or acquire even a single inch of territory of any other country. We have no expansionist ambition at all. We want settlement of all our disputes through peaceful negotiations. There have been some cardinal principles on the basis of which our external affairs has been guided, and defense policy also has been guided through this broad framework. Therefore, we have to consider the responsibility of guarding our coastline, which is 7,500 kilometers, and our land frontiers, which is almost double of that. Sir, for the last 2 years, the linkage between the US, China, and Pakistan with their anti-India overtone have become more and more pronounced, and several honorable members have referred to this aspect. Some have spoken of China. I would only like to say that our efforts as to normalize relations with China are progressive, and they have been going on. Our attitude is clear, but they have not proceeded beyond the point. We hope that with the expressions of their desire to have friendly relations with us and the changes that have taken place recently in the domestic as well as foreign policy of China, we move in that direction of normalizing relations. That is what we would like. But we also take note of the fact that 7 rounds of discussions have taken place on the border problems, and border problem is one of the key areas in our bilateral relations. We hope that these negotiations will continue and our relations will improve further. But we have to take note of the fact that so far they have not been done. Some honorable members have referred to Chinese protests with regard to the grant of statehood to Arunachal Pradesh and also intrusion by China in that area. Now, this has 2 implications. One is wherever there is an intrusion, we have to take defensive steps. We have to take definite measures. And second is that this becomes an unnecessary routine in the bilateral relations between the 2 countries, and one would think sometime that they are unavoidable irritants. That is all I would like to say in this matter. Sir, with regard to Pakistan also, our approach has been to normalize relations, and many honorable members have already pointed out reference to the recent developments which have in fact led to the deterioration of the security environment around this country, and which are related to Pakistan acquiring sophisticated weapons. Here one is to take note of a basic fact that Pakistan is regarded as a frontline state in the strategic perception of the US, and this has led to the flow of arms, it has led to the aid package, and it has led to the deliberate ignoring of the efforts being made by Pakistan to have military nuclear capabilities. Earlier, the justification that was being used was Afghanistan. Now, in this $1.7 billion package, the justification that has been stated is that it is required for the modernization of Pakistan armed forces. There is shift even in that, and this package is giving formidable package, and we cannot afford to ignore the fact that would be posed through acquisition of these sophisticated weapons and equipments by Pakistan. We are aware of these dangers, and that is why we are preparing ourselves fully. ये स्पीड जो है थोड़ी सी कम रही, ये लगभग जो स्पीड रही ये 98 के आसपास थी और 990 वर्ड थे। 9 मिनट में पढ़ी गई है ये, नहीं सॉरी 10 मिनट में पढ़ी गई है, तो ये 99 की स्पीड रही, तो लगभग 100 ही मान सकते हैं, कहीं फ्लक्चुएशन रही होगी। वेबसाइट पे लगा दी गई है इंग्लिश 100 WPM न्यू डिक्टेशन 9 के नाम से। इस क्लास के जितने बच्चे होशियार बच्चे